Hey everybody, it's me. This is, wow, my last appearance of 2018. Can you believe it's New Year's Eve? What a year. I mean, we're talking about some crazy stuff here. And we're ending off just as crazy, more crazy. And I want to cover a lot of things with you here. I guess let's start off with the basics. Stocks did put on gains today after being all over the place. Let's talk about that real quick. So we know what pushed up stock futures over the weekend. That was this story floated out here about some kind of a big deal with China, trade, U.S., President Trump, President Xi. Oh yeah, looking real good. I didn't hear anything about that. No specifics yet. Nothing written down, so as far as I'm concerned, this was just a ploy to prop up the markets, and it worked into year end. We've witnessed some pretty interesting dynamics here from the White House through the Treasury Secretary right into the Wall Street banks, and that's okay. That is just fine. Now, so again, yes, stocks finished higher after being higher in the morning, going negative, finishing the day higher. Great! Just lovely. But let me show you something. I'm going to show this to you that you will just not see. You will not see on any of the collective COD shows. Very interesting stuff here. How do you like that? Let's see if we can get you here. Look at the 1 year Treasury. It is now paying 2.60. Look at the 7 year, 2.58. What do you think of that? So we have a bigger yield curve inversion here. Now, look at that 10 year. The 10 year is paying 2.68. The 1 year, 2.60. Not even 1 basis point spread between a 1 year and a 10 year. Beautiful, don't you think? How come? I'm really confused here. I'm really not that bright. But what I want to know here is why is it that not a peep, not even a squeak about that was reported by any of the CODs today that I know of. I flip around, I watch them all. And the next question is, why isn't our president addressing this issue? I got another one for you. Why is our president not addressing the fact that, let's see, the last 2 Fed hikes? Oh, very interesting. Well, what has happened since the last 2 Fed rate hikes? Oh yeah, yields have gone down. They've gone down. Wow. But you're not supposed to know that. You're not supposed to know that we literally have we have no curve. The yield curve is gone. And the last 2 times we've watched this slow motion train wreck come about, the dot-com bubble, same thing, and the credit bubble of 2008. Now, if you recall, both of these events aren't that long ago. We had the collective COD back then, although they weren't known as the COD then, roaring about this market. New record highs coming. Our economy is so damn strong you would not believe it. There's no recessions in sight. There's just blue skies. Well, we both know what happened. Well, we all know what happened both times, It's incredible. It's the distraction on such a grand scale. Look here. Let's look at the stock market, but let's not look at the yield curve inversion playing out right before your eyeballs. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Don't consider what's happening here. At the highest level of our government, in bed with the Wall Street banks. Seriously, put party affiliation aside. If you were a member of the opposite party and you saw, let's say Hillary Clinton just happened to be the President of the United States right now. And she sent her Treasury Secretary to Wall Street to talk to 6 of the world's largest banks, and then all of a sudden issued a buy order. You'd be calling this a rigged market. There's no doubt about it. Again, and I would love to hear from you. Why is our president not talking about the yield curve? Why did our president not tell people to sell at the market high nearly 4,000 points ago? You had to make that great call, buy here, everyone, just buy after the, collusion between. And that's what, if you do not consider it to be collusion between President Trump, the Treasury Secretary, and Wall Street, you are gone, lost, and, seriously, go bury your head in the sand. And lose yourself in whatever you're already lost in, because there's no hope for you. But that's okay. That is fine. And I also don't even blame the president for doing this. I really don't. Who wants this mess coming down on their watch? I am not sure the president is going to be able to. And he might be able to, because look, we've all witnessed the power of the dark side. And I'm referring to world central banks, Wall Street banks, all of these institutions propping this up. It's an incredible thing. But let's also consider the fact that we have margin debt now at an all-time record high. That is the amount of cash that individuals and institutions have borrowed to participate in this market. It's off the Richter scale. Debts and deficits continuing to explode just to prop this up, just to prop it up. How much longer can it go on? I have no idea, but it's pretty unbelievable. And we can expect more collusion between the White House, the Wall Street banks, and the Federal Reserve. There is no plan to bring down a damn thing. And I must have been deluded when I was saying, hold on a minute, maybe our president really does want to fix this. He had a window here, and he let it go. Our president, and I really did. You see how gullible this guy is? I'll tell you why I'm so gullible. I thought that there was a chance, although a small one, that our president was going to allow the market to become real right here and right now. Allow stocks to bleed off a little bit, cause a little panic in the market, and then put forth a plan to fix the system. And I told you how it can be done. It was really kind of a simple thing. He would have had to revalue gold multiples higher than it is now, back the currency, the dollar, with a fraction of gold, and then have the Federal Reserve normalize interest rates. It would have been a shock to the market, and we would have fallen. But we would have came back, I believe, in a relatively short period of time with a real market. It seems that our president is hell-bent on rigging the market, sleeping with Jay Powell. I better be careful of my wording here, because the last time I even made a slight reference to that, I got crucified, and I won't do it again. I guess I learned a lesson here. Fine, whatever. But it's the truth. We're talking about something here, people, that is way, way, way beyond anything that we can ever possibly have imagined here. And anybody out here that believes now that there is a bigger plan has honestly got to up their medication, see a doctor, or some other kind of thing, because our president had a window and I gave him the benefit of the doubt. And I outlined for all of you how this could have been fixed. Doesn't want it fixed. Wants to keep it rigged for as far as the eye can see. And all the president wants to do right now is get reelected. It's unfortunate. So he really doesn't have, I think, the time to try to reset this thing in a way that would actually work. And it's all going to be a grand fleecing mechanism. Because, again, the last 2 times we witnessed this. I mean, the exact same scenarios. Last time was the 2008 credit bubble. Before that, the dot-com bubble. Yield curve doing exactly what it's doing now. But you're supposed to be ignoring that. You're not supposed to know that the yield curve now has a serious inversion on it, involving the 1 year to the 7, soon to engulf the 10. And wow, let me tell you, I can't imagine, and I've been saying this, that without a big fix here, this is going to stop. And the middle class is going to get a fleecing and shearing that they are not ready for, because they believe the lies, the fist feeding, everything else that you want to talk about right now. But anyway, it is New Year's Eve. It is New Year's Eve. So, with that said, look, I cannot tell you how important all of you are to me. I cannot tell you how much I love all of you. We're like a family. You're a family to me. This guy here, absolutely. There's no doubt about it. And I want to thank all of you for listening to me rant and go off and stuff like that. But I think you get it by now. I would like to believe this, and I do believe this, that all of you out here who follow this blog are the most educated and smartest people out here, period. Because you have an inkling as to what's going on. And believe me, there is a natural selection going on for which you are a part of. It's very sad to witness what's going on here, people. It really is. You know, putting faith in people, in things, hoping for change, and all we get is the same garbage, corporate greed, nonsense, politics. It's an incredible situation. In fact, it goes beyond anything I could have possibly have imagined at this point. But anyway, with that said, again, it is New Year's Eve, and I want every single one of you to have the greatest New Year ever. It's the truth. The market is closed tomorrow, so you will not see me tomorrow. I'm going to take off. I plan to have a little bit of a hangover tomorrow. A little bit. That's the truth. You know, I haven't gotten drunk in years. It's embarrassing to even say that. But tonight may be the night. It may be the night. I'm going to let you off like I do every Friday, although I missed last Friday because I was so sick. But people love each other, care about each other, and be charitable. You know, every day, look for just one thing that you can do to make a positive difference in someone's life. It's got to start somewhere. So let it start with you and me. We will together make a difference in 2019 no matter what comes down the pike. Again, one more time, this guy right here loves every single one of you. And I mean that. I will see you in the new year. Bye-bye.